This is Dr. Padma, Professor, Department of ECE from Gokaraju Rangaraju Engineering College, Hyderabad. Would like to discuss on the background, origin, and history of satellites. So, coming to the origin of the satellite, why the satellite has been designed, which is usually for the telecommunication purposes. So the satellites are used for communication purposes. It can be used for mobile applications and it can be used for the communication when the people are in ship or the people are in a vehicle or in a moving vehicle or in a moving ship or when the people are in a plane or with any handheld terminals like for example your cell phone, TV and radio broadcasting. So these are the few applications of the satellite. And these satellites are very much responsible for providing the services for an assigned or a designated area on the earth that is called as a footprint area, where the satellite is looking at the earth. The area of coverage on the earth is called as a footprint area. So that to that footprint area the satellite is very much responsible for providing the services. So these satellites are uh, having a particular power and a bandwidth, which in turn have the usage on the various applications. So the signals are being transmitted. So when the signals are being transmitted, there is a lot of precautions and some protocols has to be followed. Just like that, you and we cannot design a satellite and launch on the geosynchronous orbit, because any satellite to be designed and placed, there should be some regulatory authority, that is ITU, International Telecommunication Unit, has provides the frequency specifically for different applications. So with its permission, the satellite can be designed with the desired frequency and you can able to transmit, so that so it can be having some type of a control mechanism. Otherwise there will be a huge traffic onto the satellites. So these satellites have to work very much efficiently onto the desired area, that is the footprint area of coverage. So this area, if it is very much focused, it totally depends upon how the antenna is being designed, and it should be highly directional antenna, and the bandwidth and the beamwidth of the satellite should be in such a way that it should be able to coverage the footprint area. That is the prime requirement for the designing of the satellite. So these satellites are, while designing, we need to keep it in mind that whether the satellite is used for a long term or for a short time. So depending upon that, the usage, the satellite is being designed. So the satellite, when it is being placed on its an orbital location, there are few other external forces that are being applied onto the satellite. It is not only placed in a particular orbit. There is only a gravitational and a centrifugal force. That is not a problem. Apart from that, there is a moon and other planets which also have an impact on the satellite for shifting its position, or the satellite is being dragged away by these forces. So there should be some thrusting mechanism present in the satellite so that it can be placed in its orbital position. So whenever it drifts from its position, by these external forces, the satellite again has to come back to its home position because of this, with the help of the thrusters. So coming to the background of the satellite, how the satellite has been started its era. So in 1800s there was the telegraph cables were being laid across the ocean for the signal transmission. Then slowly these cables was being uh, changed over to the high frequency transmission between the two continents in 1945, but it was not that reliable. So again in 1953 those cables were being laid across the Atlantic area for transmission of the voice signals. So this was been happening, and in 1945, Clark, a scientist, has suggested in his magazine, that is British Radio Magazine, for a wireless world. He has suggested that there is a possibility for a radio relay. The signal can be transmitted with the help of a satellite if this satellite is being placed in an equatorial orbit, that is with respect to the equatorial position on the ground onto the earth, so that it rotates with a period of 24 hours. It takes for one rotation onto the earth. Similar, it should be around 24 hours, so that the satellite and the earth always function like a stationary orbit. So in that way, if there is a possibility, then you can able to do the communication that was being suggested by Clark. And after his suggestion in 1945, the first satellite has been designed and is been launched, which is also called as an early bird, which is an Intelsat 1, which provided a long distance telephone services, and then slowly that was also being used not only for telephone services, for TV broadcasting across the Atlantic region. So that has been initiated. And uh, then in 1957, USSR has launched a satellite which is called as Sputnik 1, and then followed by United States, which has been launched the satellite which is called as an Explorer 1. So apart from this, there was the true communication satellite, first true communication satellite by Telstar 1 and 2 in 1962 and 63, has been designed by the Bell Laboratories, which was using the C-band frequencies, which was used with two different frequencies. One is for an uplink frequency, and another frequency, a different frequency for a downlink. Uplink and downlink, that is for transmission and receiving from the earth station. Two different frequencies and the signal with a bandwidth of 50 megahertz. Then later on in 1961, International Telecommunication Unit has been formed, and it has assigned the frequencies which was being allocated, and it was used for the commercial applications. Then there was the National Satellite Services has been started with USSR. Molnia was the satellite, was the first HEO, and then from Canada, geo satellite was being used for the national services. And then in Indonesia, which has around 3000 islands, which has also started its services. In 1985, they have expanded from KU band, then L band, S band, C band, K band, KA, V and Q. These were the different frequencies that was being allocated for the satellite services by ITU. Then, apart from the audio, there was a VSAT, that is a very small aperture terminal satellite has also been started for video applications. Then there was slowly development in 1995. There is a Ka band and digital traffic all were being developed, and there were many applications for marine applications, for ships and aircraft applications. With respect to the Inmarsat, that is International Maritime Satellite Organization, have started these applications. And Leo and MEO, that is the lower Earth orbit and medium Earth orbit, has also been started with the help of Iridium, Global Star, and Orbcom. Uh, so the cost of the satellite was quite increasing. Then Europe, the navigation system Galileo has also been started. This was how the history of the satellite, how it has been initiated and started from the different countries. So with this, uh, this is how it has done his expansion for the satellite in the future. Thank you.